Magic fans, and welcome back to another standard gameplay video. And today we are playing a deck that kind of, let's say, passed me by. Obviously I knew about it and played against it loads, but it's one that I never got around to playing myself. So now we are in the lull towards the end of Tarkir Dragonstorm Standard before Final Fantasy is released next week. I've decided to give it a go, and it is a Raise the Past deck. So what is Raise the Past? It's 4 mana sorcery. Return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So obviously our deck is filled with creatures that are mana value 2 or less, and we have ways to get them into the graveyard, and the idea is they have either enters or death triggers to basically help us win. And starting on the 1-drops, probably the most important card in the deck for me, Snarling Gorehound, 1 mana 1/1 with Menace. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters Surveil 1, so it gets down turn 1, pretty much every other creature we play, well not pretty much every other creature we play, lets us Surveil, which again lets us fill our graveyard, and lets us get through our deck to find what we need, whether that's an extra land, or whether it's to raise the past itself, or, you know, whatever it is. Then we have Hinterland Sanctifier, 1 mana 1/2. Whenever another creature you control enters, we gain a life. Then we have Deep Cavern Bat, everyone knows, Flying Lifelink. When it enters, look at the target opponent hand. We exile a non-land card from it until the creature leaves the battlefield. Starscape Cleric, so 2 mana 2/1. We can Offspring for 3, so in total 5. And if you don't know Offsprings from Bloomburrow, we create a token. It's a 1/1 copy of it, but it has exactly the same abilities. It has flying, it can't block, and when we gain a life, each opponent loses 2 life. And that's kind of the combo of if we have something like Sanctifier and Starscape Cleric, either on the battlefield or when we raise the past getting back, we gain life from all the creatures entering with Sanctifier, then we drain our opponent for each life we gain from Sanctifier. But we have more ways to do something like that as well. Vengeful Blood Witch, 2 mana 1/1. When this or another creature we control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and we gain 1 life. So we do have a couple of sweepers in Day of Judgment. So if we sweep our board, or your opponent attacks and we block, or we attack and our opponent blocks, obviously we'll just drain our opponent, and then when we get our creatures back, that's another small creature to gain life with or trigger Surveil. Then we have 4 copies of Amalia, 2 mana 2/2, ward, pay 3 life. The ward, pay 3 life is not particularly relevant because it's not hard to pay, but it says when we gain life, Amalia Benavides Agia explores, which means we look at the top card of a library. If it's a land card, we put it into a hand, otherwise we put a +1/+1 counter on Amalia. Then destroy all other creatures if its power is exactly 20. So if we get back 6-7 creatures, we've raised the pass and we gain a ton of life, we're going to explore a ton, and Marlin can get up to a 9/9/10/10 very quickly. And rounding out the creatures, we do have Ellis Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim, 2 mana 2/2, Death Touch. When another creature we control enters, we gain a life. When another creature we control dies, each opponent gains 1 life. So it acts as Hinterland Sanctifier as well, of gaining a life, and then it acts like a Blood Witch of pinging our opponent when creatures dies. Rounding out the deck, I say we do have 2 copies of Day of Judgment, 1 copy of Anointing of Affliction, just for targeted removal. Day of Judgment, we don't really mind wiping our board, because if we do have, obviously, Raise the Past, we can Day of Judgment next turn, Raise the Past, and get back all the creatures we killed. And then 2 copies of Dewdrop Cure, which is a Raise the Past at home, 3 mana, return up to 2 target creature cards with mana value 2 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield. But we can gift a card, meaning if we basically, our opponent draws a card. If we do that, it's 3 target creatures with mana value 2 or less. So it's just a baby Raise the Past for 1 mana less. Mana base, as you would expect, plains, swamps, 4 Verges, 4 Cave of Coilus, 4 Concealed Courtyards, and 4 Shadow Battery. Obviously, the Surveil is good because it lets us get creatures into the graveyard from our library, which is what we want. So that's the deck. In the last few weeks, I'm really, really happy with how the channel has been growing and how much engagement you as the community have been giving. So really appreciate that. Long may it continue. Please leave a comment down below on what you liked, what you didn't like, what I done right, what I done wrong, what you kind of want to see me play in the future. Final Fantasy comes out next week, and I'm thinking of doing like a Patreon only video at the weekend about my views on Final Fantasy, which would include the views on the cards themselves, but also the idea of Universes Beyond in Standard, because this is technically the first one, but not really. If you want to find out what I mean by that, sign up to my Patreon and watch it. It'll be available to all patrons, even the lowest tier, which is only $1 a month, if that's something you're interested in. But in the meantime, if you like the deck and you like the gameplay, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the gameplay. Well, could do with a Gorehound. Don't need a 4th land yet. But we find one anyway. We'll get down a cleric. We'll get down a sanctifier and a cleric. If you're going to remove it, remove it. Well, let's attack in. I mean, they can't do an our job for us. We just need to find that raise the past. That's not it. Come on, I know you got it. Well, display an exhale on a Hinterland Sanctifier. The wrong 4 mana white card. Huh. Oh. If when we do find our raise the past, we'll be in a really good place. Again, the wrong 4 mana white card. I know it's probably the wrong way around, but I more want them to counter that. Do we have another one? Bye, Meringue River Regent. Come on, give me a raise the past. Do we have another Despair and Exile? They have something. Yeah, they do. To be fair, we would have taken it, so it's not the end of the world. That exiles, which is a bit annoying. They're on a very slow clock. But if we find a raise the past, we've got a decent graveyard. Well, I think we can give them a card. Don't have a counter. Well, if it's Despair and Exile, we can pay for it. Son of a... Oh, did I have a creature land? No. There it is. They don't have to reveal them as well. One of the chances. Quite high. Not high enough. Haha! We go first. We have a Snarling Gorehound. Probably can't get it out turn 1 though. Well, no, we can with Caves of Coilus, but we won't. We'll keep that as well. And I think now we just play out 2 Gorehounds. Oh good. A tally in the graveyard. Obviously we do need more lands. We'll keep that then. Gishath and a tally in the graveyard. Well, let's deep cavern back then. Two Zombifies. Fantastic. Don't need that. We'll keep that. And I kept that on top. Oh, let's Blood Witch. Bin. 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 Wow. Bin. We need an LSL4 or a Hinterland Sanctifier in there. We'll keep that. Now they can zombify. We ping him a couple of times. Great Carnosaur. They hit another Zombify. Well, they're seeing Razor Past. And Gishath. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. That away. That away. Where's all our life? There's one. Problem is, they have a lot of trample damage. And we haven't found another Razor Pass because they stole ours. Yeah, if I hadn't hit that Zombify, I think we would have been fine. But yeah, now I think we are just done. We go first. We've got a Gorehound, we've got a Sanctifier, we've got to raise the past. We don't have a Gorehound. We don't have a raise the past. Rats. Well, hopefully we can find another one. Because yeah, that's a bit backbreaking. So sometimes Magic is just that easy. The problem is you have to be aware of discard now. And we've got a couple of things in there. Oh, you son of a gun. I mean, they can't actually block the Gorehound. Odd Witch can go. Planes can go. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? Not the best. And we've already seen 3 of them. But we do have some Dewdrop cures. I think if I just say the card I want to draw, we'll just draw it, I think. They are down to 7. Unfortunately, we can't offspring it. And yeah, I think we just swing out. And I think that's it. Yeah, before we get into any of the gain life and drain him shenanigans. Opponent goes first. I do like the Gorehound. And would like ways to gain life for Amalia. So I think we just play the Blood Witch turn 2. Ooh, Muldrotha. Oh, well, there's a Razor Past. Don't need more lands. Do they have Zombify next turn? Put that in the bin. Don't need that. Hit him down to 18. If they do Zombify, we can just play a Judgment before just drop Cure then. You only have 2 things, yeah. We'll take the deadly cover up, even though they can get it back. If they have a land, they can Peronation. They do have a land, so they can Peronation. There's only 2 things in the graveyard. So let's Offspring. We drain them, another bat in the graveyard. So they can destroy something. Is it a Mardo? No, it's Deep Cavern Bat. But they can't cast the cover up. They can cast that. Yeah, well, I don't mind that. Ooh, just more lands. Well, let's see if we can put something in our graveyard. Yep. And now we raise the path. And that might just be enough. And yeah, we take their Herald, so they can't win. Well, we can't lose. We can't win, and they can't lose. Obviously, the idea of that deck is the Peronation onto the Herald. So obviously, it's pretty much impossible to take it out, apart from sacrifice effects or something like Sunfall, which exiles and doesn't target. Opponent goes first, but I do like this hand. Gorehound into Ilkor, then Bloodwitch can help us Devour to find Raise the Past, or put other creatures in the graveyard. So I'll get the life gain deck. Maybe we Deep Cavern Bat then instead. There, it's fine. Well then, let's get down Ilkor, then Amalia can start growing. Oh, there's Raise Pass. We do need a 4th land. And Day of Judgment plus Raise the Pass. It's pretty powerful as well. Well, let's play The Blood Witch. Oh, I'm going to be greedy and keep that, and I'm going to hold them back because it might end up double blocking the Charming Prince. Let's see what's in their hand. So yeah, just turning up. Now we do need a land. And if we draw a land, I might dare have Judgment first. And I probably will. No, I definitely will. Well, let's just attack in. They're going to gain some life by blocking our Goreham probably. Interesting, they're double blocking. That was the wrong spell. Oops. Yeah, that was a mistake. There we go. I should attack first. Never mind. Also, he do still have the Resonant Channeler. Yeah, well now we raise the pass properly. And our opponent's good. Opponent does go first. But I think we can keep this one. Oh, we play our land first. Ooh. Same as is. Put a Blood Witch away. We do need Raise the Past. I think we're just going to raise the path now, basically. Ooh, second Enduring Instance. No, you might as well. hit down the Blood Witch. We'll keep that just because it makes it easier for us to get through our deck. We'll take the Enduring Innocence. Yeah, just the Preacher. Voice of Victory. Shadowy Backstreet. There is Raise the Past. Well, we can attack in for one in the air. Ideally, I would like them to attack. That's more annoying than anything. Do it like that. Get a few triggers in. Well. We get a fair few triggers. Now we're just looking for basically another Raise the Past. There we go. Not having our ill core is kind of annoying. We get back a couple of Sanctifiers, another Snarling Gorehound. We'll double block. So we get a few more triggers as well. And we do it all over again. Lauren's not that important. And yeah, our opponent scoops. Because essentially, we rip through our deck until we find another Razor Pass, and then we can just completely swing out. Marley's going to be huge. We're going to gain a ton of life. We swing out, and if they don't block, we hurt them. And if they do block, obviously we can just get them back with another Razor Pass and drain them with the Blood Witch. Well, we have a Razor Pass. blue-white. Oh, the second wave's passed. Okay. Why would you pick up... Why would you pick up the map token? I think we need a third raise the past. They're going to start gaining back life now, which is annoying. I think we take there, nowhere to run. We only have a ill core in the graveyard. Yeah, this is a problem. Well, and I think we just have to get back ill core. But yeah, we're not in a fantastic position. We will block everything. We'll remove their siren. Obviously they can just now... Well, actually it doesn't matter if they know where to run. The next turn they can Kaito. I know it's probably a bit stupid, but let's kill their 2/2. We'll take their nowhere to run. Well, we have an 8/8. Let's put you in the graveyard for now. And you. And you. And you. They have another Kaito. Yeah, they flash in there nowhere to run on Vilcor. Oh, we do this again. And yeah, our opponent scoops. I wanted one more mana so we could annoy with Affliction something, but you know, oh well. Hello Magic fans and welcome back to a very quick wrap up. So this is one of those that it is a combo deck essentially, but it's one of those decks I think is kind of over reliant on one card. I think if you have Snarling Gorehound in your opening hand and it survives, but if it doesn't survive it's not actually the end of the world. This deck is so much more consistent. The reason is it powers itself. It's probably not the best way to describe it. So essentially what you'll find happening is you play out a Gorehound, you play out your Amalia or LSL Core, Vengeful Bloodwitch, Declav and Bat, you know, any other creature, you start getting a Surveils on, put stuff in the graveyard, and then you raise the pass. So maybe bring back like 3 or 4 things, and you know, there might be another Gorehound in there, but even if it's like, suddenly you've got like 4 Surveils, and there's a decent chance you find another raise the pass, or you know, if you bring back 2 Gorehounds from your graveyard, and suddenly you're getting 6, 7, 8, you can't Surveil 7 times with only 2 of them, but you know, 6 or 8 or 10 Surveils, you know, again, it's highly likely you just surveil until you find another Razor Pass. And because you've been surveying so much, you'll probably put loads of creatures in your graveyard, so your next Razor Pass is going to be even bigger. And obviously with Starscape Cleric and LSL Core and Amalia, you're going to get a huge Amalia, you're going to drain your opponent for loads, and then you've got a really wide board. And unless your opponent has a Sunfall, which obviously they can do, or, you know, you're not worried about them wrapping the ball because you've just found another Razor Pass, probably. So that's what I mean by it powers itself. So once it gets going, it's very, very, very hard to stop. And as you'll see in some of the gameplay videos, our opponents have scooped where they've been on like 40 plus life and we've been on like 10 because they just know that that cycle's going to carry on, and that's very hard to break. But it can be a bit slow. Obviously, you do need Razor Pass. Without the Razor Pass, you're just attacking with 1/1s or 2/2s. That ain't going to happen. But yeah, having the Gorehound in your opening hand just helps so much with that because you can just rip through your deck. So really good deck, really powerful one. I think a few cards are cycling out with rotation. I think LSL Core is, in fact, that might, Deep Cavern Bat maybe? Actually, I don't know if Lost Caverns of Excellence going away. And Night of Reflection is as well, I think. So, and maybe, no, Starling Gorehound, Murder's Card of Mana was only beginning of last year. So, I don't know. I need to check. But yeah, some of these are going away with rotation in the summer, so just be aware of that. And obviously no Tarkir cards in here, so not exactly one for the new standard. But if you all enjoy it, please remember to like and subscribe. Please remember to leave a comment down below in the comment section about what you like, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see me do more of or do better of. You know, any comment helps with the algorithm, which will really help grow the channel. But in the meantime, I'll see you all in the next video.